Greetings, everyone. The purpose of this brief video is for me to make a few comments about this last week's assignment, quantitative and qualitative research, and to talk with you just a little bit about the upcoming assignment this next week. I appreciate the content of your reports and your comments to one another on this last week's assignment regarding the similarities and differences in quantitative and qualitative research studies. Again, this particular terminology is just one way that you will find in the literature that studies are categorized, and that's based upon the type of data methodology used in the study. I would encourage you to kind of think about, again, our research typology and how this would fit into the way we're classifying studies in this class. Let me emphasize again a couple of comments that I made last week. First of all, I hope that you're taking the time to read my week's general feedback on each assignment, and specifically the comments in the Grade Center, as well as the weekly video. I heard from several of you this last week about some comments that I had made, and hopefully that our conversations helped to clarify where I was coming from, and some ideas that can help improve your posts and your replies in this class. In a couple of instances, I see that people may not be looking at the comments because I'm seeing the same kinds of things in your reports from week to week, and in those cases I've communicated with you individually. I certainly appreciate those individual contacts back and forth, and again, I would encourage you to contact me if you have any questions or comments about anything with respect to this class. Overall, everyone is doing a pretty good job mastering the APA format, and I know you're going to think that I'm just kind of harping on you about meaningless things when it comes to APA format, but we are practicing, and sorry about that, but I want you to be meticulous in your use of APA format, because I guarantee you if you use that and submit reports, etc., the APA folks are pretty strict about how you use and how you make your in-text citations and your references, and so we're certainly practicing that throughout this class. So I apologize to you a little bit if you think that I'm being just kind of overly sensitive about APA format, etc., but I guarantee you it will work out for sure. This next week, I'm going to ask you to choose and then evaluate a literature review or a literature synthesis. Some cursory definitions for a literature review and a literature synthesis are provided in topics 14 and 18 in our readings this week. But let me give you what I think is a better definition and a quick definition of both of those. A literature review is simply a review of relevant literature that is outlined as a part of a research study. And it's used to set up the need for the study and provide context for the study. You'll find the literature review generally within the abstract portion of a published study, and the review again kind of cites relevant research. It evaluates to some degree the worth of that research, and it's used to really set up the study, if you will. A literature synthesis, however, is usually a standalone document that is systematically summarizing research or evaluation results and generally reaches some kind of a conclusion. This is generally not a part of the context of a specific easy for me to say, right? A specific research study. If you want to take a look ahead real quickly, you look at topics 71 and 72 on APA format, and I think that'll help give you a little better clue as to what a literature review is all about. You will be using a literature review as a part of your mock research project. So I'd like you to think ahead just a little bit at this point in time and be thinking about a topic that you might think about for your mock research project. When you kind of get focused on a topic, it helps you as you think about choosing studies for evaluation in this class. In other words, you can do some of your work ahead by choosing studies that you're going to evaluate in assignments like this one this next week based upon your own interests, and that helps you out as you start thinking about your literature search. Okay, enough said about the literature search and the ideas about definitions and what this next assignment is. Please note that as I ask you in this assignment to evaluate either a literature review or a literature synthesis, one of the questions I'm asking about is validity. And we haven't studied validity yet in this course, but really what I mean by that is that I want you to think about what you see in your literature review or your synthesis, and answer the question about validity with respect to does it seem to make sense? Do the conclusions or the summaries that you see tend to make sense in your mind based upon what you've been able to read in the review? That's basically what we're talking about validity right now. I guarantee you we'll get into a little more depth in validity in the very near future. So for right now, let's keep it just pretty basic. Does the review or the synthesis do the results of the conclusions or the directions that you see in that seem to make sense based upon what you've read? Okay, I think that about covers everything for right now. Again, please don't hesitate to give me a call or contact me in some way, shape, or form if you have any questions about this class or anything that I can help you with. Take care and have a great week.